The first thing you should never beg a woman for on my list today is to listen to you, my kings. If you notice that you have to beg a woman to listen to you, please know that that woman is not the one for you. When a woman loves you and she's committed to you, she will naturally listen to you. Even if she doesn't agree with you, she will listen. Now, when she's done listening, she will find a good way to let you see things from her own point of view. She's not going to argue. She's not going to raise her voice. She's just going to stay calm and collected and look for the best way to approach you so that you can also understand her own part. So if you find out that when you talk, a woman doesn't listen, you tell her, I don't like this particular thing, please try doing it this way. And tomorrow she still does it again. And it gets to a point where you are now begging her to listen to you. "Oh, please listen to me now, honey. Try and understand me. Please try and see things from my own point of view." And it has become constant that you're always begging for her to listen to you. Please, my kings, reconsider that relationship, especially if they're still at the relationship age, because when it becomes marriage, it becomes more complicated. If it is still at the relationship stage and you are already begging her to listen to you, please flee, because that woman is going to drain you so much so that you will not even be able to explain how you got there. So these my kings, you should never have to beg a woman to listen to you. Listening should come naturally for a woman who loves you. So if she's not listening, if she doesn't want to listen, and you have to beg her for it, it is your sign she doesn't love you and simply means she's not the one for you. So you should definitely move on. Please, my kings, again, never beg a woman to listen to you. Another thing you should never beg a woman for is to reciprocate. And my kings, be it love, energy, emotions, anything at all, you never have to beg a woman to reciprocate anything. Now, again, it comes naturally for a woman to reciprocate love, energy, emotion, support when she loves you. So if she's not reciprocated, it is your sign she is not in that relationship for love. She doesn't care about you. Even if she's there, it's because she has something, there's an ulterior motive behind it. So if it gets to a point where you have to beg her to reciprocate, please reconsider that relationship. Because this is something you never have to beg a woman who loves you and wants to stay committed to you. Another thing you should never beg any woman for is to show you off. Now, my kings, this is a no-brainer. If you have to beg her to show you off, you should already know where you stand with her. Again, women are natural showers. I mentioned this in the video. Women are natural showers. We want people to see things we are proud of. We want people to see things, material things. If we value something, we want people to see. So if she values you, if she loves you, you wouldn't even have to say it. In fact, you would be the one begging her to reduce how she shows you off. So if it gets to a point where you have to beg a woman to show you off, oh baby, you don't even post me. When was the last time you posted me on your WhatsApp status? I've not even seen any of my posts on your IG. Please, my kings, don't even get here. You don't have any business begging a woman to show you off, to introduce you to people, to let people know that you are her man. There's this trend where people say, my man, and my man, and my man. That is how women are. When she loves you, she is going to my man, my man, my man all over the place. You wouldn't have to even, in fact, like I said, you'll be the one begging her to calm down and on how she's showing you off. So if he has to get to that point where you need to beg her to show you off, please, that woman is not for you. I am begging you, do not get to a point where you have to beg a woman to show you off. You have no business there. Once you notice that she doesn't want to show you off, move as quick as possible, especially in a relationship where you can still easily move, and look for someone who will be proud of you and show you off without you having to say anything. Another thing you should never beg a woman for is to stop talking to other men. My kings, simply put, do not beg for commitment. Women will naturally commit to men they love, to men they value. In fact, you get women committing to men who are actually playing them because they value that man, they value him, they love him. So you don't have any business begging a woman to commit to you. And why are you talking to that guy? Please, babe, I've told you to stop talking to all these guys. And please, babe, stop texting these guys. And please, babe, don't be friends with this guy. Nah, you have nothing doing there at all. Because if a woman genuinely cares about you, values you, cares about that relationship she shares with you, she would be the one to put those men in their places. You wouldn't have to tell her anything. We know how to handle these things. It is something that's natural for us women. So when she's committed to you, she wants to be committed to you, she values you, she loves and respects you. You wouldn't have to tell her what to do with those men. She will put them in their place. In fact, trust me, when a woman is committed to you to a certain level, it gets to a point where she lets you reply these chats. Or she shows you if she's not close to you, she'll screenshot and tell you about it. And you both will, gist and laugh about it. Someone ask her out on the way, she's calling you to gist you about somebody asking her out. I remember talking to my then boyfriend on the phone while somebody was asking me out on the way. I was walking and immediately the person started, approach me and started talking about, oh, I like you and that. I put him on the call. I had my earpiece on and he could hear all the conversation that was going on between me and this person. He was just laughing in the background. And immediately the person spoke his whole thing and, asked for number and I didn't give him. And he left. He became the topic of our conversation. So that's the extent women are willing to get to when they want to stay committed to you. The woman loves and values you. Commitment comes naturally. So if you have to beg a woman, oh, please now, baby, I don't like it when you talk to this man. Please run from that woman. She is not the one for you. She doesn't value you, doesn't love you, and that is why she doesn't want to stay committed to you. She still wants to play around. She still needs those small validations she's getting from those other men. So let her go and enjoy so that you can also take your time to find a woman who commitment come naturally with. Now, the last thing you should never beg any woman for on my list today is sex. Now, my kings, you have no business begging any woman for intimacy. It comes naturally. If a woman is feeling you, she wants to get intimate with you. You wouldn't have to beg for it. Don't bring yourself this low, my kings. If you notice that you have to beg your woman before she gets intimate with you, please let her go. Okay, it is understandable if she is on a journey, like maybe she's decided to celebrate or she's a virgin. And most times, these women will tell you from the onset that this is what I'm doing. That means I'm keeping it for marriage. So you know. So you also, on the other hand, begging for it is just you being, a man, which is not what you're supposed to be because she told you from the onset. And you're not even supposed to be begging for it at that point. You have to make sure you check when a woman tells you, oh, I'm a virgin and I'm waiting to marriage, or I'm celibate and I'm waiting to marriage. You consider if it is something you can deal with, the both of you will go on that journey together. But if it is something you cannot deal with, then don't even start with that woman in the first place and then at some point start begging her or start trying to persuade her to give it to you. Nah, you agreed, you knew about it because like I mentioned, most times women who want to wait till marriage will let you know from the onset. They will not even hide it from you. I'm talking about a woman who you've been doing something with. You've been going down with this woman and now she makes it look like before you get it, you have to beg for it. Please, my kids, let her go. She is not your woman. She is probably even having another person who she would willingly give it to, even when she's not in the mood. Because like I said, when a woman is feeling you, feeling you, just feeling you, doesn't even have to be love. She'll be willing to get intimate with you because we are naturally clingy and touchy like that. So if you have to beg your woman for you to go down with her, it is your sign that she doesn't love you and she's not feeling you as much. And it is better you let her go, especially again if it is just the relationship stage. But if it gets to marriage, it becomes more complicated. You can't just leave just like that, like you would in a relationship. So yes, my kings, that's it for this video. These are 5 things you should never beg any woman for. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do watch to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell. Like this video. Drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one.